Look, here's your location.
Oh, it was.
This is where you are. This is the town right here. And these two bodies of water are the two lagoons that we have here in this town. This is the Gurrero Negro lagoon, the same as the town. And this is Escamas Lagoon, or Ojo de Liebre as we know it. This is artificial. These are ponds created by the salt mine.
They told me to sit back, don't make a sound, don't go to the unknown, but I'm too curious for that. Might be a little crazy, I don't mind, I like the way it feels, no need to set off the alarm. No, see, I won't stick with it, running in a wheel, no. So I'll be taking off, for I'm dead and gone. Oh,
Salt mine created in the mid-20th century in Gurrero Negro is recognized worldwide as the leading producer of salt, reaching 7 million tons per year, and represents the most important economic activity in the region. There are guided tours, and we will learn a lot about the stages of harvesting salt.
Now we're taking a tour of the salt mine at Gurrero Negro, and we've stopped at a location where there is fossil salt that's been dug down deep, and there are a lot of minerals and things in it, including 1,000-year brine shrimp. Here it is. There's the fossil salt. Getting their picture taken at the fossil salt, and then all of this is the lagoons where they let evaporation pools where they evaporate the water from the salt and it's harvested. Stepping on the salt. It's very hard, crystally salt. Very bumpy. There's the whole group standing by the salt. This is the salt scraper. It scrapes the salt off the ponds when the water is evaporated. This is a very low pond over here, you can see, and they've been working it. They've been scraping the salt off with this machine. This is the harvester machine. It's huge. And then next to it, they call it the dart, which is basically a big truck where they push the salt into that truck to move it around. Some of the guys up there had to climb on it like little kids, climbing on the machinery. Jen's going up. You going up too? Me neither.
We'll get salted enough.
To show us how he does the scraping. Scraping the salt out there. We're leaving the salt mines.
as we're driving away, you can see the size of this particular evaporation pond and the size of the equipment. Here you can see that the one piece of equipment is pouring salt into the bins, and then it will be transported over to another area and made into a big pile of salt, which we'll see later. Here we are at the salt mountain. This salt has all been washed, harvested and washed, and we're all gonna get a sample of it. Push it again. It's very coarse. The salt is very coarse. You can eat it, but they don't recommend you use very much. It's more salty and no iodine in it. The salt factory and the salt farm is owned by Mitsubishi, and they use most of the salt to make plastics. This was a very interesting excursion to see how the salt was in evaporation ponds, scraped and harvested with these huge pieces of equipment. We all got to get our little samples to take home. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Comment, share, and subscribe. Stay crafty, smart, creative, and safe.